Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage Rob Bowers.
Good evening. You are trapped here for the next 14 hours. Hope you have a good time. I'm discovering as I grow older that my biggest problem is I can't remember anything. So this evening, if I start screwing up lyrics and going, ha ha ha, what are we doing, JJ? It's not a fake. So I'm hoping that some of these songs that I have written, and that is what you're here to hear, well, that's what you're going to hear, will perhaps just remind you of why I think music is so cool. So we're going to start by going to church.
All right, now.
I hope you're ready. This is a story about things which you might not have ever happened in the past. But it has. I know. Because I experienced them vicariously, and then I wrote about them. Brothers and sisters and little girls and little boys, here is our glorious story for today. It's all about music. And how to make a joyful noise, and how there might be more than just one way. Now, like all of my glorious stories, it's predominantly true. And it's fraught with wisdom for you and for me. And I do believe it. Were they here to receive it, King David and King Elvis would agree. Just like all the other Sunday choir girls, Penny wore a frilly skirt, the kind that twirls, and a blouse with little angels everywhere. Round her neck, a double strand of pop-beat pearls, high upon her head, lovely auburn curls, aquanetted into praise, hallelujah, hair. Blue suede pumps that she loved so much, godly makeup for a special touch, looking holy cause it wasn't gonna be too long till her first big solo in the worship song. But when her lips parted and she started in to sing, the hair fell off, those pumps flew down, those hips did sway, and her voice ascended up into a way. People started thinking when he had been drinking from the juice in Lucifer's grail, it was that rock and roll, the old lush, come out before revolves, fire and brimstone spirit, don't you see? Shot kind of will get in the middle of your booty, so there, Jerry Lee, it took and battled her soul away to the place where the Graceland spirit was playing. She was rocking, juicing up, turned loose and set the place on fire. Well, what could she do? She just had too much rhythm for the choir. Penny gave a little bow, her face it beamed, then the whole entire Sunday choir screamed, eyes aflame like they'd been smoking holy crack. But the basso belted, the girl has blasphemed, altos harmonized, she can't be redeemed, organ player hot in charge to signal their attack. Then a tenor grabbed her freckled neck, pop beat pearls went flying all to heck. Three sopranos, everybody called the potluck queens, tore the angel blouse right into smithereens. Teenager Clyde tripped her, and he ripped her skirt away. The choir pounced, about to kill. Penny tried to pray, but her voice never ascended to amen. Her pain sobbing, the music started throbbing, and it flew right through her again. Oh my God! It was that rock and roll, non-stop and control, baby balls, fire, brimstone, spirit, don't you see? John got a woogie in the middle of your boogie, every chuck, baby, cherry, cherry, and it took and melted her soul away to a place where the Graceland spirit was playing. Rocket, juice, out, listen, set the place on fire, making the angels perspire. Oh, what the hell could she do? She had too much rhythm for that. Penny lay there in degradation, her makeup demonically smeared. That's the true part. The choir director was about to drag her off to points unknown. Then above the congregation, a host of angels in silver lame appeared, singing that child baptized here in the boogie. Although the girl this was written about did have big... Anyway, a child's baptized here in the boogie. Leave the bitch alone! With a gasp, the Sunday choir froze. Penny stood and tweaked her broken nose. Then one big angel with big sunglasses said, "Honey, show them the way." And so she led him in a big fat domino. Me nay! Bells rang in the steeple. The people gave a shout. That congregation threw the Sunday choir out. How amazing. Grace they'd almost lost was found. They sang, "Feel it going through ya." Okay, audience, participate. You've got to sing, "Feel it going through ya." Here you go. Feel it. Now we know why hell has no music. Anyway, try it, please. Feel it going through ya. They sang, "Buddy Hallelujah." Buddy Hallelujah. With a new true jubilant sound. Well, today that's how our glory story ends. Will it change your life? Well, that depends. Chew up the meat, spit out the bones, my friends. But no matter what kind of congregation you live in, you might change it for the better once you give in. And let that rock and roll dolls go out of control. Rainbows, fine brimstone, spirits and too free. It puts a shotgun boogie in the middle of your boogie. Cherry and battle your soul away to drink where the grace and spirits play. Rockin' setting the place on fire. From down in your foundation to whatever you inspire. And no telling what you can do if you have too much rhythm for the crowd. Oh man, hear it. Let me hear a big harmonized. Actually, thank you very much. Thank you for being here. This is absolutely frightening. Because you're old now. I mean, there are folks here that I have known for so many years, and we are not going to dwell on any of our ages. We are simply going to relate and enjoy the fact that we are all still alive. Most of us, anyway. God, he's loud. Now listen, you know that my voice is an acquired taste, like peanut butter and pickle sandwiches. Or like caviar. So the caveat for the caviar is simply that you are going to have to put up with my voice for all. However, I have like 1 million singers coming in tonight who are much better than I, who are going to come out, lady in an orange dress, hello. Gentlemen who can turn anything that's clean into something dirty, we like that. You know? We've got people in my family. The original Gang of Four is here. We are actually sharing with you one of the great family themes, which goes like this. See? That is Bowers for cockroach. Now, I'm wondering how many people here have actually, I used to have a t-shirt that said I survived the Rock Salt Company. How many of you here have actually been in or worked on a show of mine or with me? Worked with me. Don't clap, raise your hands. Armpits. Oh, there's more of you than that. I actually know that's true. Maddie, you don't remember that you were, when you were very, very small, we were in rehearsal and you came dancing into the back room where your mom and I were rehearsing. There are now young people who are becoming the new theater for the future. Now, when I was young, like that, 13, I loved the... Hi. Oh, I got the wrong mic. I loved the fact that the music in my home was really inspiring because my dad sang, my mom sang. We all had lots of influences. And one of the influences that I particularly enjoyed was that all these different kinds of music came from different characters. To me, songwriting is not really so I can get out there like, you know, my name's Bob Dylan, I'm gonna write a song. My name's Tom Waits, and I'm gonna write a song. My name's Mary Travers, and I'm gonna write a song. For me, songwriting is really just a way of sharing kind of the characters that you hear in your head. They used to tell me that my middle name James was not from my father's war buddy. They said, "Oh no, your name for your sister's imaginary friend." As if life ain't hard enough in Burbank in 1953. But the thing about Burbank in 1953, it was a very safe place to live. And you could sit around and see birds. One time I remember hearing the music of the birds and thinking, "Oh, that's really nice. Someday I'm going to write a major symphony." No, that was Mozart. He's dead. But I used to find that I enjoyed the idea that songs could take you to both sides of the picture, you know. One person might write about it one way, somebody else will write about it another. I wrote a show called Pear, which was based on, not a pear, it was based on Peer Gynt by Henrik Ibsen. And it was only 3.5 hours, which actually is longer than this show. So, but it had some great lyrics. Is Barker here?
Yeah.
Yeah, Barker loved this lyric. There was a scene where Pear was taken, you know. I didn't write that, that's Greek. Anyway, it was the same story. But they were trying to turn Pear into a troll. And so, well, in order to move the princess, you must do this, and then you must stuff a tail up your ass and become a troll. And he was like, "I don't think so." So he wrote this song, and Bill loved this lyric, but the king was saying, "You've got to make space for your buttocks to bloom with a tail. You've got body and face, but in fact, what's a groom without tail? No, you can't woo the princess otherwise. I assure you the thing will be a whacking great size. Strip away and embrace what you've lacked from the womb, just a tail." This was to him the pinnacle of my songwriting, you know. Another friend of mine said, "I love that score to Pear. It's got some beautiful music and some really, really iffy lyrics." When I was going back, you know how you are, you look back at things you did in your life and say, "Oh, that was great," and then you look back and go, "That was a piece of crap." It's amazing how much garbage I've written. But I do like this song. Actually, this is two. One was a song for Pear, who was looking up and copping out on his life. Ever done that? No, it's everybody else's fault, really. Of course, when you're 20 and you think you know everything, which of course I did. She knew. But this is a song that Pear sang, and we cut it from the show. I don't know why, but anyway. But the other side of it is, have you ever wondered how cool it would be to be the bird up looking down at us and thinking about things from his point of view? So 2 songs back to back that I wrote. One very drunk, one very stoned. Anyway. So here's Peer Gynt. If I only had a bird in the hand, perhaps he would confide in me. We could sit beside his tree to share all the songs he's gathered in his flights over fields, through the winds, on the ways unknown. I would listen gladly to understand the secret ways, the ways of soaring by a rain maze in a roaring sky, or cresting a shattered rainbow into white sunny fields, through the winds on the ways unknown. Then all there is I haven't found would fall into its proper place. That's pretty. It'll happen tonight, trust me, it'll place. And being merely man earthbound won't be this horrible disgrace. But now I'm in a prison tied to the land, the bird, a jester mocking me. My only hope, you hold the key. Oh, teach me the songs you've gathered in your flights over fields, through the winds on your ways you've known. My simple sighs are only empty cries alone. I was like this part. I wrote this 7 years before Beauty and the Beast. And of course, on the other side of that, a show called Tale of the Kite. When I'm sitting up high above the world on a wire, what do you think I see? Little specks below